Hello, Taurus. Welcome in. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day or had a beautiful day. It's Thursday night. I had to come on here. Somebody needed to hear something here, but I usually don't come late, I don't at night. But somebody needed to hear something before tomorrow morning. So let's see what's going on in your energy, Taurus. If you haven't been with me before, hello, welcome in. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic, medium, tarot reader, healer, empath, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will demonstrate for you in a minute. Okay, if I don't, just go back to the last videos. If I just forget it, just all right, just go back to the last videos and it's there. Okay. All right, this is a general reading for Taurus. Just bear with me, it's late at night, okay, guys? I even have coffee. So, this is a general reading for Taurus. So, please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We're all on different timelines and we all live different lives. I get that. Subscribe to my channel so me and my spirits can pick up on your energy. If it doesn't fit, just leave it, for the next and move on to the next message. Okay, I do private readings. My information is down below. All right, so I embody my spirits. My spirits are always with me. I speak to my spirits through my emblem here, my pendant, whatever you want to call it. All right, I know it sounds crazy, whatever. I'm not schizophrenic. I don't hear voices. No, I am gifted and I can hear my spirits talk to me through my emblem here. This means right here that the love is going around and around is love. Back and forth is yes. And of course, side to side is no. But I can also hear them in my head. But this is a way that, you can see it or I can see it real quick. I can talk to them and I just got to, look down and I get the answers. All right. I embody them. They're always with me. Whew. All right. So they're going to pick out the first several cards and then I will follow it up with tarot to see what messages that they are trying to give you. Okay. So just maybe as I shuffle, just maybe think about what you need to, why you're here, what you need to think about, concentrate on your question. Let's see if I can pick up on it or my spirits can pick up on whatever it is. All right, so let's go. They wanted to pick out from this deck, so let's see what it is from this deck that they have to say, where the story goes. All right, so just stick to the end to get the whole entire story on where this is going. All right, let's go. What crowns Taurus? What crowns Taurus? I hear. This is what crowns you right now is a pause, a relationship break. Maybe for some of you, you need a pause. You need a relationship break. It says, time out here. Maybe for some of you, you're into sports or something like that. I'm picking up on. All right, sports, I'm picking up on. Curly hair, just like this girl. Um, Somebody says time out, whatever. Somebody does this, time out. All right, but this is a relationship break. There's a pause. Somebody has curly hair like this girl. All right, this is what crowns you. But somebody needs a relationship break. Maybe you need a breather. Maybe you just, up each other's ass all the time. They say too much of a good thing is not good, right? All right, what's your third eye right now is past life connection. Maybe you have a past life connection with this person, all right, or you're gonna have a past life connection with somebody. But it could be a Libra. I'm picking up on a Libra here. September, somebody in September. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra period, but there's definitely a past life connection here with maybe this person, this relationship. Maybe something, to do with their past life. I will pick it up, just channeling on different things, but I did channel on somebody being weighed down, with issues. I do when I was shuffling and I meditate and I do channel in on things and I did get just that. that, somebody's weighed down. Like they got the weight, the weight of the world on their shoulders, kind of like energy, like holy shit, like my neck hurts, you know. Well, speaking of being that I'm an empath, I can feel things. My hands feel things like the electricity from my hands. I can move things with my hands. I will give you a demonstration. I won't move the bell, but I'll move the crystal, the clapper it's called, inside. Let's like this. Oh, I'll start over. Sorry. I'm trying to keep my hand as still as possible here. Yeah, so the energy from my hands can move whatever I have in my hands, all right, if that makes any sense. No, I'm not moving anything. I'm just moving the clapper with my fingers. I know it seems impossible, but it is what it is, okay? No tricks up my sleeves, nothing like that. Just my energy. All right, and I can also do it with my mind. Here we go. Trying to keep the bell as whew, still as I can. Oh, okay. All right, so yes. Anyway, shadow work. This is what you're saying, self work, yourself, you're loving yourself, you're focusing on yourself. For some of you, you need a hug. For some of you, you just need a hug. I'm getting pigtails, somebody who wears pigtails, maybe your baby wears pigtails, or somebody around you wears pigtails or whatever, but there's shadow work here. Somebody needs to like love themselves. Maybe you just need to, do some self-love right now and focus on yourself right now. This is what spirit is saying, okay? This is, throat chakra. So all right. So somebody definitely with their back or whatever, their lumbar, they're just, the weight of the world. I'm telling you, I got this energy on me that's just the weight. I feel like I want to take an ibuprofen after this. You know what I'm saying? Something like that kind of, energy I'm getting here. Like like you probably need to take an ibuprofen or you just took one or some shit, some a leave or something for your back. All right. What's the heart chakra saying? Yeah, and I was saying that telekinesis, they say that telekinesis doesn't exist, but it does. Okay. Um, I guess the energy or my spiritual awakening gave me kundalini awakenings or whatever. So I have this energy around me. I can, pick up on a lot of things and energies and it's draining, but yes. All right. So infidelity. I got this before too when I was shuffling before I was all right, infidelities, heart chakra, not for everybody. So please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to. Okay? If it's not you, you know what it is. Okay? This is a fling. This is an emotional affair. Texting. Maybe somebody took off their ring. Okay? Somebody took off their ring and try to be slick or whatever and whatever. Maybe somebody's texting, sexting, or whatever, however the kids are saying it today. Sexting, whatever. Anyway, toxic energy. All right, we have toxic energy here. And this is in your gut feeling. Okay, so whatever you're feeling, your gut or whatever, go with your gut. All right, go with your gut. This is unhealthy behavior, abuse, trauma. Okay, toxic energy, period. Now let's get to the bottom of this toxic energy and what's this and who is this and well, give me a minute. I'll get to that. A lot of beginnings. I feel like everything is at the beginning right now of something because my spirits want to go here. And they always, but I feel like it's the beginning of something like, hurry up, hurry up. Everything's, go ahead. What's love? What's love chakra for spirit? Somebody needs to hear this. Big timeline, a difference between somebody and you and somebody, maybe a time. I just heard time difference, timelines or whatever, past lives or something to do with, oh God. Somebody here lives far away from each other. Okay, opening gate. What is opened gate? Right timing aligned with life path. This is your love chakra right now, your sacred chakra, your self gratitude, like your love, down there, your sacred chakra. So yeah, some of you are going open gate. It's the right time. You're aligned with a life path here, maybe with your loved one, okay? Maybe with your loved one. For some of you, you're moving. Okay, for some of you, you're moving, opening the gate. Like it's time to go. Look at the gate opening, grounding energies. Grounding energies for Taurus, right here. All right, fire. You can be dealing with a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarius, a fire sign. This is what grounds you, though. A fire sign. You can have fire anywhere in your chart. This can be you. If you don't know what you are, your chart, your rising sign, your moon sign, your sun sign, all you need to do is look it up. All you need to have is your time of where you were born, and the time. All right, so you're definitely, what grounds you is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or you can have that in your chart, or they can have it in their chart. Okay, but it's something to do with definitely a fire sign. Maybe it's the right time to deal with this person with this sign, this fire sign. Okay. Oh, not in a committed relationship. I didn't even mean to pick that up. Not this is single. Single. Somebody here is single, okay? Period. Somebody here is single and not in a committed relationship. This is what spirit is telling me. Like, okay, I keep on thinking of like somebody, you guys are taking a relationship break. That's somebody who's not single, but for some of you, you're single. If I keep on hearing somebody saying, I don't have somebody, and you're single, okay, I get it. There's some of you that are single here, okay? You can be dealing with the water, it's a fire sign that's coming up, a Leo, Sagittarius, you're not in a committed relationship. I feel like, you might be meeting somebody at the bar or something like that. Okay, something to do with a long black dress with some strappy heels too. Maybe somebody's wearing that. What you don't see under the deck is children. Children. Maybe you're pregnant. Maybe you want to get pregnant. Something to do with that. But it says children, and then it says blended family, foster, or adoption. All right. Maybe you or somebody in your energy is about, maybe you're about to get married and you're going to blend your children, blend your family. Maybe you or your spouse are adopted or something to do with, blending your families together, fostering a child, being, adopted, something to do with that. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say, Taurus. Yeah, so I do meditate and I think I told you that already before I start the readings and everything. So this is I go through all these cards to see what cards Spirit wants me to to read. So ancestors want to say something because they wanted me to pull from this. The Charmin Heart Oracle deck. So let's see. This is for Taurus. What do we have for Taurus here? Taurus. What's this relationship break? Yeah, it's an end of relationship. It's a new cycle. Somebody's, leaving. Somebody's ending this relationship. Okay, it's an end of a cycle. The death card came out. So May 13th is significant. A snuffleupagus. I don't even know. Snuffleupagus, whatever that means. Maybe your children like that snuffleupagus or something like that. Sesame Street. But look, this is a relationship break, and then underneath is death card, the endings. Okay, new beginnings, an end of a cycle. There's something here, but it's an end of a cycle. And this is a relationship, a pause, a relationship break right up underneath. Wow, you're guarding yourself against something here. Somebody, disagreements, competition, abusive relationship, and you're guarding yourself against them. And then you're walking away. Look at that. Seven of wands with the 5 of swords with the 8 of cups. Jesus Christ. So yeah, you're guarding yourself against this person who was trying to be sneaky and abusive and like seeing people all messed up, and they gloat in people's misery, other people's misery, and you're walking away from that. You're abandoning ship. You're like, all right, I'm out of here. You know what you can do with your little swords. All right, go somewhere with your little swords. I'm out of here. Please, it could be somebody from your past. What's the death card? What is it? Yeah, new beginnings, new financial beginnings, Ace of Pentacles, abundance, a new career, a new financial opportunity, new ventures. Okay. So the death of a cycle, an end of something, this is the end of something and the beginning of something new. Okay. And this can be something with your past life that, there's a connection here with your past life. You feel like, I feel like it's a deja vu. Like I've been here before. For some of you, you feel like that. I've been here before. Something that, we got the Knight of Swords here coming at you, ambitious, driven to succeed here. This is a Knight of Swords. This is a person who's defending their beliefs, fast thinking. All right, maybe they're defending their money. King of Pentacles, right in the heart chakra. But something here about money, okay? Something here focusing on you or whatever, but there's something here about money, and you saying something about money, or somebody's trying to, defend something about this money that's either coming in or this new venture, and you're letting them know, no, we're going to spend the money like this, something to do with that. But something to do with you guys or you knowing what you want to do with this new money. Look, you got the King of Pentacles, right? And somebody's got money here. This is King of Pentacles. This is somebody with money who's generous, prosperity, has abundance. But right above that is infidelity. So this King of Pentacles, I just heard see strippers and stuff like that. All right. Girls in the background, waiting for him with the lingerie on, This guy's taking off his little ring, and this guy's wealthy. I'm hearing strip club, all right? And then I see toxic energy right next to it. Maybe somebody's blowing their, thing, and no point intended, but you know what I mean? Blowing their money on girls. Girls. All right, what's this toxic energy, Spirit? What is this with this guy? What is this? King of Pentacles, toxic energy, infidelity. Yeah. Out in the cold. There you go. 5 of Pentacles. Maybe spending their money, toxic shit, unhealthy behavior. Right above it, this person is spending money on unhealthy shit, abusing their, power, abusing their money, their wealth, or whatever. Doing, not good. But this person is losing their money. Look at that. What are all these pentacles? My God. What is going on, Taurus? This is your Knight of Pentacles. Somebody who works hard. Now they have to work hard. But things are, they're saying right timing. Here, there's a right timing for something to do with the job. Hardworking. This person who's, working on something here, a hard worker. Something's aligning right with this person. Maybe there's this, lost money somehow because of toxicities or something. Or maybe they got a divorce, because they were, being a cheater, and that they were juggling two of pentacles here. Two of pentacles. What is all of this? I feel like I need to do twin flame no. So somebody's here is yeah, they're juggling their money right now. Time, multiple priorities. It can be with this fire sign, It can be with a fire sign and somebody's, splitting their time with, okay? Or it can be you're juggling multiple things because there's some loss of money here, maybe. What is all of this, Spirit? What is all of this for Taurus? What is this? Death was. All right, those that lie down with dogs, get up with fleas. All right, maybe that's probably why you had to give this relationship a break or an ending, because those who lay down with dogs wake up with fleas. Straight up, okay. Damn. Jesus Christ. All right, well, that's that. So, divine light, you could be 33 years old, mid 30s. All right, divine light, the light of divine light is shining through you and your life right now. So, awakening, somebody here had awakenings, a birth, or, rebirth. Something new happened here, though, for somebody, a renewal. All right, this is a renewal again, because right above that is the Ace of Pentacles. So something is coming through here, some kind of light. It's a past life connection. If maybe it's a connection for somebody that your past life or something like that. But no, I'm not getting that. I'm getting more like, this is something that you done in your past life and you love it, something that maybe you met somebody who reminds you of something in your past life or something like that, or this is your past life, soulmate, something to do with your past life though, and you coming together with this, either at a new job. I don't know. No, new job, new something here, new financial opportunity is going to probably bring you to that. Let's keep going here. Beginning of a new abundance. This can be a new job. I feel like a new job, and you're driven to succeed, and you want. Yeah. Yeah, this is a story. I feel like for some of you, somebody got caught cheating out there, and now, they got left out in the cold, and now they're juggling their shit now. That's for some, that's not for everybody, okay? Somebody had an awakening to this. They found out something messed up, and then they had to, move on. All right? Certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture the heart. Yeah. All right, not all that's gold. Not all that glitters is gold. In other words, okay. Go for the beliefs. Go for the inside, not outside. Self love, not outside. Like beauty, beauty fades, and dumb is forever kind of energy. I'm getting here too. Like certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture your heart. Somebody with money, again, This is a guy with money. Somebody hears it. If we wonder often, the gift of knowledge will come. If we wonder often, the gift of knowledge will come. So, this is a person who's a boss. I'm getting definitely boss vibes with this person. All right, this is a person who was a boss in their past life, and they're coming through now to be a big boss. I don't know, something to do with that, but they haven't learned their lesson yet because they're still doing, fucked up, excuse the French, messed up things. Okay, toxic energies going on. If you know what I mean. The bird who has eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. The bird who has eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. Birds of a feather flock together, kind of energy. Okay. So if you hang out with people, low vibrational people that are, like a negative mindset, that lack mentality with that, my glass is half, empty. Meanwhile, it's half full. But people like that. So bird of a feather flock together. You hang around garbage, you start to stink. Period. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Hang around garbage, you start to stink. Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely giving me, this person, whoever is toxic, whoever you're hanging around with or whatever, is gonna lead you into poverty. Like don't follow this person. Whoever you're trying to follow, they're gonna mess you up. You're gonna be left out in the cold, straight up. Five of Pentacles energy. Isolated, worried about where you're gonna eat. The next thing, but don't need a doctor in this cold. Okay, don't need a doctor, but the bird who has eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. They don't know. They don't know. Meanwhile, you're full. You don't come from, that being hungry. You've always been fed. You know what I'm saying? Kind of energy. You've always been fed. I hear this person leading, you into this financial loss. You already possess everything necessary to become great. All right, there it is. You already possess everything necessary to become great. Yeah, because now it's everything is aligning now. All right, all the hard work that you put in is coming to fruition. That's it. All the hard work that you're doing here. So I feel like they're saying you don't need, you already possess everything. Already you have everything already to become great. It's the right timing. You're aligning with everything, with life, your life path and everything like that. And all this routine, this work that you've been doing, being efficient, is coming, it's gonna be great. You already have it. If you're trying to, second guess yourself, don't second guess yourself. You got this. Shaman drumming. Here we go. Allow music to heal your soul and connect you to spirit. That's right. Allow music to heal your soul and connect you to spirit. Expression, music signs, sound healing. Yeah, this is for some of you. You have a sound bowl. You listen to music, but there's signs in music. If you listen to music, there's signs. It can be from your ancestor. The number 4 is significant. The number 4 is significant here. May 14th, May 4th, April 24th. The 20, I just heard the second. Pop the question. Look, pop the question. All right. Pop the question came under this relationship pause with, coming to an end. All right. Those who lay down with dogs, get up with fleas. Pop the question, it says here. I don't know. They're saying thug. Maybe this person's a thug. Maybe you see them. It says New York State here. Maybe this person's from New York, upstate New York, or you're from New York, or it says upstate New York here if you see that. But it says thug. Maybe you know somebody in prison. They're coming through. Something. Maybe this person had an awakening of some sort, or it just, coming through. I feel like this person's, oh God, coming through. That's all I gotta say. All right. Something from your past life. Maybe they're coming out of jail or something like that. Something from your past. Secrets. Okay, secrets are here. Secrets with this Knight of Swords and this shadow work. And then this is you, wish. Okay, wish. So I feel like, wishes will be granted in your heart. If you wonder often the gift, yeah, I feel like, with this person, a platinum blonde is significant here, though. I don't know. I'm getting this is a side message. Maybe you hooked up with, your boss or something like that. I feel you're getting your wishes granted. Somebody hooked up with their boss here. Big time. All right, bad credit. Somebody got bad credit, Unemployed is in debt. And then right above that, look what that says. Unemployed, loss of money, Five of Pentacles, financial loss. This is poverty. This is insecurity, bad credit. All right. So that's because of something toxic energies. So this is the bird who has eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. All right. Okay. So, don't follow this bird. There's a chicken head right here. They're going to lead you into poverty. You'll be eating straps, honey, from roadkill. No, honey, don't do that. Oh, hell no. Don't do that. Don't follow this chicken head, guys. You're toxic. Unhealthy. You're going to be eating straps. I feel like this person, is wearing like a blanket or whatever. I feel like I want to say it's made out of potato sacks, like they're cold. Just like, look. Same chakra, guys, okay? Same with the toxic energy and bad credit, unemployed. But look at that. They have like a blanket wrapped around them. You can be wrapped around a blanket. You could love being wrapped around a blanket. I just heard love that. Being wrapped around a blanket. Or for some of you, look, you're going to be left out in the cold. So, with this bad credit, unemployed, debt, toxic energy. All right. And then we got, look, faith, healing, praying, meditating. Yeah. For some of you, this is you. You have your faith, you're healing, you're meditating, you're praying. And it says you already possess everything necessary to become great right above it, same chakra. This is where your love is at. For some of you, you're working, side message. For some of you, you're working very hard. And it's the right timing for you. You've been working very hard and it's the right timing now. You've been working, doing something with your house. It looks like, you're opening your house, you're leaving your house, something to do with that, but you're hard working and it's, all right, you got this. Now you're just, leaving it to the hand of, I feel like you're praying and you're leaving it to fate. Okay, let's do this. Police. Oh my God, this is what grounds you. Police. All right, maybe some a fire sign. You know how that can be a little fiery. Maybe somebody got, some kind of police. Maybe you heard some sirens lately. But this is, maybe this person with the this thug or whatever from New York. Maybe something to do. You're praying that the police is not gonna do something, or praying about something with the police. Oh, this is what grounds you. You're juggling something, these priorities here. All right. What else, Spirit? What else for Taurus? No. Yeah. I just heard somebody doesn't like to wear a shirt. Somebody doesn't like to, wear a shirt or wear something, a top, topless or papa. Somebody doesn't like to wear a top, period. I just heard that. Okay. I'm channeling on these things. Okay, so we got broom. All right, this is what crowns you, the broom. What's going on here? Sweep away negative energy. Declutter your life. Yeah. You're part of decluttering your life. You want to declutter your life, or you are decluttering your life right now. All right, this is you in a broom. Okay, this is you. This is from the mystic, the world of mystics. All right, because I'm getting this energy from you guys that like this mystic, very mystical. You love all the mystical stuff. Okay, crystals and stuff like that. What's this with the divine light? Yeah, you got a renewal, restoration. Divine light. You come from divine light. That's why they wanted me to pick. The ancestors wanted me to pick from this ancestral ancestors. I don't know, something to do with ancestors here, guys. Electric witch. Pave your own path. You're not lost. You're just different. All right. You're not lost. You're just different. Okay. Maybe you might feel different or something. Maybe you had this, awakening, this renewal, and you're feeling kind of like, what the hell? Something from your past life connection, kind of something. Maybe trauma, had you come out of maybe awakenings or something like that. But it says pave your own path. You're not lost. You're just different. Okay. So, right. Feathers. You can be finding feathers everywhere, all over. That's your ancestors. Coincidences are plans in disguise. Okay, you're undergoing a spiritual initiation. There it is, guys. Yeah, you're going through a spiritual descendant or something. You're ascending, but these are feathers. You can be finding feathers everywhere here. Again, I'm getting that Indian descent. For some of you, you're Indian descent or something like that. The staff, all right? Access your untapped power. Your manifestations are coming. Untapped power, yeah. Your wish. Got untapped power. And then wish. So make a wish, guys. Access your untapped power. Something that you're manifesting is coming alive, though. Your wishes is, like your manifestations are coming. Whatever you wished upon is coming. If it's wealth, it's coming. Okay? It's coming. And then it says when you wander, often the gift of knowledge will come. Ask questions. You know, always wander, always wonder, always ask questions. No answer, no question is a stupid question. Okay. Anthem. Someone pretends to be a friend. Don't entertain. Cut through the bullshit. All right. Someone pretends to be a friend. Don't entertain. Cut through the bullshit. All right. This is the person who's, with the bad debt, and the person, birds of a feather flock together. Okay. They want to be poor and they want to be toxic in your energy. Okay. So this is a person who pretends to be a friend. And don't entertain them. Cut through the bullshit. They're toxic. All right, guys. They are toxic. Straight up. They got that mind, that lack mindset, and birds of a feather flock together. And they got bad credit. They're unemployed, low vibrational. They got debt. Oh God, you don't want to be with people like that. Surround yourself with like-minded people. So they judge you by the company you keep. Unfortunately, but that's the way it is. That's the society today. Bone reading. All right, bone reading. A decision needs to be made. You'll have various options available. So a decision has to be made. All right. You can be getting tarot readings right now to find out what you have to do. You might be praying on it, like, meditating on it, manifesting. But, I want to say that somebody's praying on something here. Like, come on. Where am I supposed to be going? But this is the right time. You're working hard on it. Okay. But a decision needs to be made. All right. Period. A decision needs to be made. You already have everything you need. Okay. So to become great. A mojo bag, it says here. Mojo bag. Keep the momentum going without steady effort. Nothing prospers. Okay. I didn't realize how much time went by so fast. Mojo bag. This is what grounds you. Keep the momentum going. Without steady effort, nothing prospers. All right. So whatever you're doing, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's going great. All right. This was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, guys. Okay. Helps my channel. I love you guys. Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. Please be kind to one another. Don't be mean because mean people suck. Okay? I love you guys. Peace out, Taurus. I will see you soon. Bye.